is the time for me to rise to my feet. Wipe the sweat from my face, wipe the tears from my eyes. Now is the time for me to rise to my feet. Wipe the sweat from my face, wipe the tears from my eyes. I've got to take my life back, one step to make it right. I'm gonna have my voice be heard and bring me to this life. For my justice, for the faith, I've been
Hello, I'm Ralph. Welcome to Last Resort Repair and Creation, episode 31. We're not going to do a very long show today. We're only going to have one part. We're going to start out with I'll start off with a poem. Then Charmella has some words for Hillary, or as she calls her, Shillary. So we're going to read that after I read this. Okay. This is called The Purpose of the Positive Timeline. Create positive memories this time around, and by our future selves they will surely be found. And the catastrophic timeline will not be remembered. It is already past with the death of December. Okay, now, here's Charmella. She's going to read what she wrote. Okay, this one is called Dear Shillary by Charmella and Senye. I don't care about your goddamn credentials, and I could give two shits that you're a qualified professional. You say you're not a liar, well show me the proof. We will bring you down faster than termite-infested roof. Where your heart should be, you have bleeding black goo. I dream of bashing in your face with spiked metal shoes. You support human trafficking, you backstabbing bitch. You and your husband's drug cartel is what makes you filthy rich. Don't get me started on your war crimes, you should be thrown in jail. You're successful in their system, but in morality you failed. We want care and compassion, and above all we seek truth. And even if you win this fucking race, you will never win over the youth. You're a lying, backstabbing bitch. I urge everyone, if you haven't already, read The Transformation of America. See what disgusting things this woman has done, and she should be ashamed of herself, and she should be in jail, in prison. That's about it for now. I'm going to turn over to Ralph, who is going to read the affidavit of Andrew D. Basiago. That's why because we want Andy 2016. We demand Andy 2016, and we're going to do all that we can to promote him. And he's an honest, true candidate, and he wants to tell the truth about secret time travel technologies, and the people that deserve and have a right to know about this. And we're supporting it, and we're trying to do our best to get the word out. We like to put stickers we make around, so saying Andy 2016, so hopefully more people will find out about this man and go to andy2016.com. Okay, here's Ralph. Okay, this is the affidavit. You can get a copy of this. I think we got it from exopolitics.com. Get a copy of it so you got proof in case the pigs try to take it away. But they're not going to get away with that. They're not going to be able to hide anything or shut us down because we are on the positive timeline. Okay, here's what starts out. Before the Vancouver 9/11 Tribunal, affidavit of Andrew D. Basiago. In the prior knowledge of the terror attacks of September 11, 2001 by Defense Secretary Donald H. Rumsfeld, resulting from the quantum access capabilities of the U.S. Defense Technical Community acquired while Secretary Rumsfeld served secretly as defense attaché to DARPA's Project Pegasus in the early 1970s. I, Andrew D. Basiago, being first duly sworn on oath, depose and state as follows. My name is Andrew Daniel Basiago. I am an American citizen. I was born on September 18, 1961, in Morristown, New Jersey, USA. I reside in Vancouver, Washington, USA. I am an attorney at law, private practice in the state of Washington. I was admitted to the Washington State Bar Association in 1996. Currently, I am an active member in good standing of the Washington State Bar Association. I maintain a successful solo law practice. I have never been accused of, arrested for, charged with, or convicted of a crime, or have been disciplined on professional ethical grounds by my bar association. I am of sound mind and healthy body. This affidavit is accurate to the best of my ability to remember and tell the true life experiences that I testify to in it, and is made without any motive to deceive or purpose of evasion. During the years 1968 to 1972, I was a child chrononaut in Project Pegasus. A chrononaut is a time traveler. Project Pegasus was a classified defense-related research and development program of the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA. DARPA is the agency that develops advanced weapon systems, communication devices, and surveillance technologies for the U.S. Department of Defense. Project Pegasus was the U.S. time-space program at the time of the emergence of quantum access in the U.S. defense technical community. Quantum access is the ability to gather information about a non-local event in the time-space continuum, either by sending the chrononaut there physically or propagating a hologram of the event through which the chrononaut either views the event or visits the event on a physio-virtual basis. Non-local events are those scenarios that take place in what we call the past and future, but which are actually going on simultaneously in a quantum hologram that consists of a multitude of adjacent, similar, and dissimilar timelines. The mission of Project Pegasus was to use quantum access to develop a remote sensing in time capability pertaining to non-local events on behalf of the executive branch of the United States government. It was hoped that by developing better intelligence about past and future events, Project Pegasus would enable the U.S. President, intelligence community, and military to engage in better contingency planning for future events. Project Pegasus was trying to accomplish this by developing different time travel technologies in a research and development program under the aegis of ARPA. These time travel technologies were advanced electromagnetic devices, including teleporters, that would enable DARPA to send chrononauts to non-local events, and advanced electro-optical devices, including chronovisors, that would enable DARPA to propagate holograms of non-local events for purposes of remote viewing or physio-virtual visitation of said non-local events. A teleporter is an electromagnetic device that, by opening up a portal tunnel in the quantum hologram, permits a chrononaut to travel thousands of miles in time-space in seconds. Teleporters were fully operational in the secret realms of the U.S. defense technical community by 1967 to 68. A chronovisor is an electro-optical device that, by driving an electromagnetic signal through a crystal array, propagates a hologram that lenses a non-local event to the laboratory. Chronovisors were fully operational in the secret realms of the U.S. defense technical community by 1967 to 69. I am the fifth and youngest child of the American electrical engineer and inventor Raymond Francis Basiago, 1923 to 1990. From 1966 to 1984, Raymond F. Basiago was employed as a special projects engineer for the Ralph and Parsons Corporation of New York, today Parsons Corporation of Pasadena, California. Parsons was the principal U.S. defense contractor involved in DARPA's Project Pegasus, so principally, in fact, that when Ralph M. Parsons, the founder of Parsons Corporation, bought what was then the world's largest private yacht from the billionaire Adnan Khashoggi in 1972, Parsons renamed the ship Pegasus II. In addition to working for Parsons as an engineer, Raymond F. Basiago secretly held the rank of Major of the 2nd Reserve U.S. Army. During his 18 years of employment with the Parsons Corporation, ostensibly working on conventional engineering projects, my father was secretly employed as a technical liaison between Parsons and the CIA on the theory and practice of teleportation. While it is not clear whether Raymond F. Basiago was ever a CIA officer per se, his work with DARPA, the CIA, and the other military and defense agencies was extensive enough for him to be in the CIA employee database. When I inquired of my father's employment and the status with the CIA through an intermediary 10 years ago, I was told by the CIA that they could not release information to the family members of living or deceased CIA personnel. I was first brought into Project Pegasus by my father in 1967-68. When at age 6, I teleported with him from New Jersey to Mexico via a teleporter located in Building 68 at the old Curtiss Wright Aeronautical Company facility, formerly at 1 Basiago Avenue in Woodbridge, New Jersey. This jump resulted in me becoming the first American child to teleport. And I remember reading some notes and stuff. They chose children to do this because it was too traumatic for adults to do. So they messed with the children's heads, which was ridiculous and very unethical. And people deserve to know because it's the truth. Okay. I was officially enlisted in DARPA's Project Pegasus in fall 1969 at age 7 at the beginning of my 3rd grade year when I signed a loyalty and secrecy oath on the U.S. Department of Defense letterhead. During 1969-72, the Learning Laboratory for Gifted and Talented School Children at my public elementary school, Mount View Road School in Morris Plains, New Jersey, was used as a training course for time travel activities that I was then involved in at defense contractor locations in New Jersey and New Mexico. In this educational context, I received alpha intelligence training in such abilities as perception, memory, and communication. This training included full learning on machines called tetridoscopes, developed by the Office of Naval Research for the education of the 140 gifted and talented American school children enrolled in Project Pegasus and other secret defense and intelligence projects utilizing U.S. school children as team members. The curriculum that we studied on the tetridoscope was called Galileo, and emphasized the history of society and of science from the year 1450. The purpose of this schooling was to give children who would be in the time traveling for DARPA knowledge of the social and technical history of the modern era so that we would have this information available to us when we were in the field. From fall 1969 to summer 1972, I was involved in 8 different forms of quantum access with DARPA, which I received specialized education at the Learning Lab at Mount View, and then took part in practical exercises either in the Learning Laboratory or at a defense contractor location off campus. For remote viewing, in fall 1969, the children in my group were assessed for our psychic abilities and then involved in remote viewing exercises for the U.S. Navy's Office of Naval Intelligence. We were asked inter alia to remotely view the POW compound known as the Hanoi Hilton in North Vietnam and determine whether Lieutenant John McCain was in the prison and if so, where he was in the prison. Spinning. In spring 1970, the children in my group took part in exercises which we lay on our backs on a tabletop-like device and spun clockwise at 33 RPM. In this way, we were trained to go out of body. During one astral projection, I confronted a barrier that the lady from DARPA, who debriefed me, said was the infrastructure propagating the hologram we exist in, the Matrix. The Montauk Chair. In spring 1970, the children in my group first began to take astral projections to episodes in our own subjective futures via the time travel technology known as the Montauk Chair. After returning from these induced astral projections to our own futures, we were then debriefed about what we saw, and in this way intelligence was gathered about future events and conditions. According to Dr. David L. Anderson, the Montauk Chair went national and involved thousands of American school children in prose to episodes in their future lives beginning in spring 1970. I was one of them. Okay, I think I'm going to stop right there, and we'll pick this up next week. Thank you for listening. We appreciate it. And remember, visit ND2016.com and demand the truth be known. And all the secrecy crap needs to stop. Because the innocent children out there who are being abused, and they need to stop this. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. Because everybody deserves to enjoy the positive timeline. We want a positive future for Earth, and we want peace. So, thank you for listening, and have a great day.
Victory